Hmm. Time to call me a sheriff. Hello. I'd like to speak to Sheriff Scott DeCosta.
He is not in right now, but let me put you on hold 1 moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry about that. Thank you for holding. And speak with the sheriff. Could I get your name?
Yes, it is Sean Schwartz. Is there an officer in at the moment?
There's the deputy on. He's on a traffic stop right
now. Which deputy is it?
It is Deputy Greenman.
All right. Adam Greenman was supposed to take my statement, quite a while ago. I informed him about the situation with the sheriff and with Deputy Hahn, and he did not seem to take me very seriously.
Okay. Is there a phone number or an address I can have him contact you at when he's done with his traffic stop?
Oh no, they've all got my number already.
I have to have it.
Well, since
he's driving a car, so I have to be able to give it to him.
Well, he has my number. He can wait, or he can come speak to me in person. They all know where I'm at. They came by to talk to me about him. They already came by to talk to me about a misdemeanor earlier today.
John?
Yes, ma'am.
It is my job. I am required to get this information from you.
Well, that's funny because you guys have not gotten that information from me repeatedly before.
There's no way I can get a deputy to you without knowing where you're at. I have to have it so that I can give it out to him. If I don't have it, I can't give it out to him. So I need you to tell me where I'm sending an officer.
Since it's not an emergency, I'm not going to give you that information. I was just hoping to speak to Scott DeCosta.
Would you like to come to the sheriff's office on Monday then?
I would love to.
The office will be open on Monday.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good to me.
I forgot. President's Day. President's Day is Monday, so they will be in on Tuesday.
All right. Well, I will come in and speak to y'all on Tuesday then.
Okay, that'll work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that there is my pattern. Try to get someone to look at the evidence. Try to get the police to look at the evidence. Try to get the FBI to look at the evidence. And then break the law. Nobody should have to break the law. And that's the whole point here. Sheriff Scott DeCosta, on our call the other day, yesterday, made it pretty clear that he doesn't care about my safety at all. He's just lip service. Between listening to what I had to say about the situation and playing stupid like he did, he tried to make 2 months worth of interaction with him in 2018, 2 whole months worth of interactions, and tried to splice them all into one day. Meanwhile, the CD that I got from him, that I actually posted that video on here, that is incomplete. It's only half of what happened. And I went down to Colorado for court dates after that. And then I came back and had a few situations with the officers here that Jace Jepson spoke about. And then there was Molly Smith who went in with me. And then the next day, another situation with Han. And then during the course of that week, I also had situations where I got to deal with Scott DeCosta at Pump and Pantry, and got to deal with Cody Selhorst trying to kick me out of town for trying to force the cops to do their goddamn jobs. And then was the situation with Jen Beebe. And out of all of those situations, the only one that he actually seems to remember is the one that I yelled at him. Every time. No, I only yelled at that son of a bitch once. In that entire period of time, I only yelled at that son of a bitch once. Once. After a whole week of trying to force his officers to take a look. Now he wants to try summing it up like it was all in one day. Let's think about that for a moment. Let's really stop and think about it for a moment. We should go back in his evidence records and see what day it is that I went in there with Molly Smith. And then we will see what day it is that I went in there to speak with Jen Beebe. We will see if those are on the same day. And then we can ask Molly Smith if I yelled at all that day. The day that I went in with Molly Smith, let's ask her how much I was yelling. Scott DeCosta, you are a pig. Straight up. How am I supposed to trust you to take my report about the things that I've been dealing with when you are too busy trying to cover your own wrongdoing and that of your department? Now, me committing a misdemeanor and probably one of your deputies stopped by, I'm pretty sure, since the guy that I'm staying with was kind enough to inform me. Well, duh. I already admitted to it on Facebook. Oh, you think I'm gonna hide that shit like you? You think I'm a coward like you? You think I'm gonna hide behind a gun like you and a badge like you? You think I'm gonna turn off my camera like you? Fuck no. Now, I am willing to commit felonies to keep my loved ones safe, even the ones that are pissed off at me. A misdemeanor? Shit, at least it's a court date, and that's a fucking start. Don't drop it like a pussy this time. I'm gonna show the situation. If the only way for me to defend myself is to break the fucking law, then that's what I'm gonna do, you son of a bitch. I've called the FBI on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. I've gotten a hold of you. I've gotten a hold of the police in Denver, in Arapahoe County, in Boulder, Colorado, in Haxton, Colorado. Well, these fucking porkers like Amanda Jonas wants to pretend I made no effort. When you go to the law and the law does nothing, they're not the law anymore. You're covering for crooked cops. That makes you a crooked cop. I'll see you on Tuesday, and then I'll see you in court.